we go.
Very short, brief edition of the Mizzle Dub Show, which is to preview Week 8 and maybe talk about a little bit of a movie that him and I both saw. That if you haven't seen it yet, please go see it because you're hurting yourself if you haven't gone to see it.
Oh yeah.
But before we get all that started, we have ourselves a World Series matchup.
Here we go.
So it is only the second time these two teams have ever played in the World Series, or no, second time they ever met in a postseason series. The one and only time they met was the classic, memorable 1980 National League Championship Series because, yes, once upon a time, the Houston Astros did play in the National League.
This is true.
In the old National League West. But 1980, the Astros and the Phillies met. And back then, before 1985, when they went to best of 7, the LCS was a best of 5. So it went all 5 games. 4 of those 5 games went into extra innings, and the Phillies eventually won in 5, and the Phillies in 1980 eventually won their first title by beating the Royals in 6. So the Astros, and I know a lot of people still want to give them flack for 2017, and rightfully so, banging on a trash can, having a Packer inside your uniform to talk about picture money. Okay, I understand that. I get that. But for you to say from 2018 on, saying that they're still cheating, go slap yourself. Okay. I know some people do not want to give
that manager.
I know some people do not want to give this team credit, but they're a damn good baseball team.
Yeah.
Okay. The last 6 years, since 2017 to now, the last 6 years, they have been in baseball's Final Four. And for 4 of those last 6 years, counting this year, they have represented the American League in the World Series. Granted, yes, the last 2 trips they have lost. 2019 to the Nationals, last year to the Braves. But fact of the matter is, most core is still intact. Some people thought they would take a step back in losing Carlos Correa. But Jeremy Pena, who just won the ALCS MVP yesterday, has made fans forget about Carlos Correa. He's been a tremendous talent. But again, as you just said, and we know this being Giants fans of how much we love Dusty Baker. And we so badly want Dusty has done everything you could possibly do in this game as a player and as a manager. The only thing he does not have on his resume as a manager is that World Series ring. And I love the Phillies story. It's a tremendous story.
I do.
They fired a very damn good manager in George Rowdy because something was not clicking. They went to a guy that has been a baseball lifer, just like Brian Snicker, the Braves manager. And the Phillies have responded. And again, I touched on it a little bit yesterday. Bryce Harper has lived up to the hype, and he has been beyond the hype. His at bat yesterday. Everything you need to know of why Philadelphia paid that money and Philadelphia went into straight Rocky mode. I mean, in the moment. Here's what we know. This being a 76er fan. Philadelphia, the 3 games that they will host, games 3, 4, and if necessary, game 5. You know, for those 3 nights in Philadelphia, you are going to hear and see nothing but absolute passion in that damn ballpark. And especially if they start playing Rocky music in the intense moments. With that said, this is a hard pick because the Astros they won 106 games. They're a damn good team.
Easy for me.
But the fighting spirit of Philadelphia, as I always say, anyone that plays you're gonna have to fight, scrap, claw, anything you possibly have to do.
It won't be easy. It won't be easy.
I mean, I can easily see this going 6 or 7, but again, I'm sentimental. Just because of Giants ties, I really want Dusty to get that ring because he's been in this game most of his damn adult life. He is one of baseball's good men, and he's a better human being off the baseball.
Just does it right.
I want to. It won't kill me if Philly.
Of course.
Wins. I'm very intrigued. I think this just will be a very fun, fantastic World Series. I really do.
Yeah.
And both teams get a whole week off. Game 1 is not until Friday.
Nice. Get them fresh. Get them nice and ready. Give them nice. It was a battle. It was a good serious baseball. But it's simple for me. I'm right with Dusty, 100%. You know, like you said, I love the story that Philadelphia has done, and piggyback off what you said. But it's just, I wanted Dusty to get that one when he was a Giants manager, and he was right there. I just think he made that manager mistake. He should have just left Ortiz out there. Was it Ortiz? Am I correct?
Yeah. I would give Russ Ortiz.
At least the rest of that. At least that inning.
Give him one more batter.
Yeah,
but if not, damn it, don't go to Felix Rodriguez.
No, because he wasn't doing right. He wasn't right. No. He was right that whole world.
And I will die saying this. I would have put the lefty in. Woody would have been my starter in Game 7.
Yes, he would have.
Not Levon Hernandez. Because once Woody came in and got relief,
Why? But you understand what Dusty was trying to do, though. You know,
and I get it. Levon Hernandez pitched some big time games in the postseason as a Marlin.
He did.
I understand it. I get it.
Yeah,
I do. But I would have just taken my chance with, because I mean, in the first inning, you could tell that Levon was struggling.
Yeah, exactly.
And then once Garrett Anderson hit that double down the right field line, you're just like, oh shit.
Here we go.
But that's here nor there. The Giants have
I'm riding with Dusty, hands down.
Okay.
I got the Astros in 6.
He's got the Astros in 6. I say 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Anyhow, last night the Dolphins, it was a defensive struggle, but they got it done. They beat the Steelers 16-10. Even though the Steelers had multiple chances.
I was about to say I was watching little highlights. So I didn't get much of the game. 4 dropped interceptions, clear cut in your hands interceptions. Could have been a couple of pick sixes. And I guess that's why they play defense. And then but see, I can't even say that, because Mike Evans, good Lord have mercy, that was a clear walk in. So
right, said hit him in the wrong part.
Hit him in the hand.
Hit him in the hands. I just don't get it. I mean, there really shouldn't be much preview tonight between the Bears and the Patriots. This might be a Monday night snore. And again, we do have a friend of the program that is a Bears fan, his cousin, and a good friend of ours, Mr. Sam Hall. I know he's rooting hard for his Bears, and I know my broadcast partner who I do high school games with, Tony G, he's a diehard Bears fan. So, guys, no respect, because we know how your football team gets on your nerve with your ownership being cheap as fuck. We know this. It's no secret. But I don't know if Mac Jones is playing tonight, even though I know they said he's active. But I mean, as we say, what the fuck is Bailey's at? He's been playing pretty well.
Keep it going with him.
My thing is this, and I'm go back to that Thursday night game against the Command. That damn Scott named the Commanders. His legs get you to the 5-yard line.
Yes.
And then it's like, am I watching Super Bowl 47 again with 4 straight passes? And I'm like, you have a guy that has tremendous speed.
Yeah.
Call a naked bootleg and let him get to the pylon to stretch it out, because he's got the speed to get to the pylon.
Drag the tight end with him on the bootleg. Give him the opportunity to run the pass.
Or pull the guard. I just don't understand teams sometimes. But the Patriots should win, but you know, as we say, we won't be surprised if the Bears somehow, you know, pull out the win.
I think the Bears might win by a field goal.
Why not?
I think the Bears might win by a field goal. I think Justin Fields has been playing somewhat good, not 100% good, but you know, there's nothing perfect in football, because there's stuff you can always work on and perfect.
Yes,
he's using his legs well, and he's putting the ball where it needs to be thrown. So, again, I don't know about Zappy or if they're going to start Mac Jones, but I wouldn't be rushing that young man back in his young career. But I think the Bears might just pull this one out tonight. But again, it might be a snore, like you said. I don't see a lot of electricity. Or
even though you and I both picked the Pats to win.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be shocked if the Bears might win by field goal. It just, I don't know.
To hop into week 8, we have another London game.
Yeah,
Brighton starting bright and early. So we have the John Elways, as you like to call them, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. As I turn to the new page for week 8 predictions, as Tony Kaiser says, as I go to the notepad, if you will, as I go to my glasses, even though I don't have any glasses. But week 8 football, and boy, the Denver Broncos, as they lost to the Jets 16-9. Russell Wilson on a torn hamstring. Of course, the Raider in him is very, very happy with that. The Jaguars had a lead, the Giants, but I think the Jaguars will finally win a game in London. I'm picking the Jags, and actually, Sunshine has been playing a lot better lately. If you haven't paid attention, he's been throwing the ball very, very well.
And his team's been looking like himself in Clemson. You know, I think he had over 100 yards last night. Yesterday. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm gonna ride with the Jags on this one too. I think the Raider in me wants the Jags to win, and I don't think Russell Wilson will be playing in this game. So yeah, give me the Jags.
The Jags. Panthers and Falcons. The Panthers with the shocker.
Wow.
The Falcons playing well. And normally when NFC South opponents get together, normally you get some very fun competitive games, with the exception yesterday with the Buccaneers just laying a fat goose egg to the Panthers. But
something's not right. And Tom Brady's problem is rubbing off on that organization. You can clearly see it.
Yeah. Even with Bruce Arians being the special advisor, maybe he needs to do some special advising, but that does not take away from the fact that PJ Walker was solid yesterday in leading that offense, and I said somebody give that man a game ball.
Yeah.
But the Panthers are just 2-5, and the Atlanta Falcons have a chance to be in sole possession, possibly of first place in the NFC South if they get this win. I'm riding with our alma mater's mascot. I'm taking the Falcons. I'm going with the ATL.
And this game's location
is in Atlanta at the Bird Nest.
Yeah, give me the Falcons. Give me the Falcons. Yeah. They just play. They play all the way till the clock runs out. You even in the game against the Bengals where they lost, they were getting smashed, but they made a game out of it and almost came back and won that game. So yeah, I'll take the Falcons in this one.
The Bears at the Arlington Cowboys. Struggled in his return. They pull it off late and scored late, and they get the win. But
I got I'll take the Cowboys on that one.
But I mean, Dak was solid, 19 of 25.
Yes,
but again,
it was nice too. Pollard was running real
nice. Pollard and Zeke, if they can keep that up with that defense, happen deep in the heart of Arlington, Texas.
It could come down to the Eagles and the Cowboys.
But don't count out those East Rutherford Giants.
No,
they're playing some good. We'll get to them as we get to their matchup games. This one, I'm going on. I think this would be my upset pick of the week. This may happen. I am picking the Lions to win at home against the Dolphins. I'm going with it. They play hard, and I just think they just might pull off the shocker on Sunday against the Dolphins. I do. I do. I'm going with the upset pick. That's my upset pick of the week.
Nah, I'm gonna take the Dolphins on this one.
He's gonna take the Dolphins.
I'm just gonna Tua look like he's gonna get back in there, and I think if they don't trade they tight end, which he's on the trade in block, but I just still got the tight ends winning that though. I don't know what they're gonna do with Gesicki, but I still got them winning that game easily. Not easily, but I got them winning that one.
I don't know why you want to trade Mike Gesicki. What's wrong? What's wrong with you? To the Twin Cities to take on the Vikings. I mean, yeah, they scored 40 against the Saints, but the Vikings are coming off a bye. They're coming up in good shape. I'm taking the Purple People Eaters to soundly beat Arizona.
Yeah, give me the Vikes. It's going to take a bit for DeAndre Hopkins to get into the mode, but I think the Cardinals will be all right, but the Vikings are they got a motor going right now. So, yeah, Vikings.
Yeah, Kevin O'Connor's doing a fantastic job. And right now it's between him and Brian Dabble.
Hands down.
For Coach of the Year.
Sure. I even put Robert Saleh in that mix too. Don't.
Yeah.
I got that boy. Boy's playing good football.
Speaking of Saleh, and is the dang Patriots, and so can my partner right here for obvious reasons. But Patriots and Jets always likes for drama, but here's been the Jets' problem. ACL, and of course that means he's done for the season, which hurts because he was in my fantasy league getting me points, dadgummit, and I gotta find a replacement, which sucks.
Yeah,
but I think for the Jets. Greatness, yes, they beat them. The one home win the Jets had came against the Dolphins. So, with that said, I know for a fact they're not looking towards the Bills because they play the Bills the week after.
Oh, here we go.
I think Saleh finds a way to motivate these boys.
Yeah,
and I'm going with the Jets.
I second that. I'm taking the Jets as well. They're playing. They're doing what we've been saying for the past couple of years since we've been doing the show. We've been speaking highly on the Jets. They've just been doing what I thought they would do. So yeah, I got the Jets winning this one. It'll be a close game, but they're knowing how to play good football now, and you can see it.
The Battle of Pennsylvania. Stone State. Steelers at the Eagles. Now I'll just say this: I'm picking Philly because again they're the lone undefeated team left.
Yes.
And until you can beat them, I'm picking them. But like I said, we know the Steelers are going to fight.
Yep.
That's just who they are.
Yep.
Mainly because of their head coach.
Yep.
So even though we're both picking the Eagles, we will not be surprised one bit if the Steelers be the Steelers.
I'll say the same thing. I agree.
And find a way to get it done.
I agree. Yeah. I'll take the Eagles as well, but yeah, just wouldn't be shocked if they're in the game and it comes down to the Steelers needing to make a stop on defense and they make that stop. And some way, somehow, they just pull out. They just know how to do that. So yeah. So
Titans in Houston Texans. Now, yesterday, we also said on the show that Ryan Tannehill was in a walking boot for Tennessee.
Yeah.
So, does that mean we have a Malik Willis signing, and will he get his first start? And the Texans, they fight, they play hard.
Yeah.
But they're not there yet. Even if Tannehill doesn't play, I think Tennessee has enough to beat Houston. But I won't be surprised or if the Texans circle up the wagons and upset Tennessee. But I'm still picking the Titans just because the Titans are the better team.
Give me the Texans, man. Give me that might be my upset pick.
Really upset
Texans on this one, just because that young man out of Florida, man.
Oh, Mr. Pierce.
We witnessed it yesterday. If they had more, I believe that they could have won that game yesterday because the man is unstoppable. I mean, we was in the box, we knew what was coming, and he just so shifty and just gets off tackles. Mills did not have a bad game, minus that pick six he threw. He had a solid game. He was game managing, some nice passes, stuck in the pocket and delivered some sharp throws. So, yeah, give me the Texans with the upset. Let's go.
He wants the Texans.
I'm 2 games behind, so I need to make up some games.
Well, now he's one. And we got some breaking news before we came on the air, involving particularly this game here between the Commanders and the Colts at the big horseshoe at the big oil field known as Oil. So we just found out that the former Texas Longhorn Ellinger is going to start or be the starter for the rest of the season, replacing Matt Ryan. Yes, it did not look good for Matt Ryan yesterday against the Titans. His team, they played for 4 seasons last year. And I'm pretty sure he's motivated to try to get the win if he plays, but he's not. It's going to be Tyler Heineke versus Sam Ellinger. But I ain't Tyler Heineke's story. He just fights. I'm taking the Commanders. For the second week in a row, I'm rolling with the damn commies. What is wrong with me?
I'm not going to go against you this week. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Commanders as well on this one. I already got my upset pick. That team fights for Heineke for some odd reason. And McLaurin is just starting to show you the reason why he's going to be a dominant receiver in the league for years to come.
All right. Now, as of course, a couple of games we skip because we always do our team games last. So,
yes.
This game right. But it does, just because you have the 6-1 East Rutherford Giants, who pulled off another come-from-behind victory against the Jaguars yesterday.
Yes.
And once again, Mr. Saquon Barkley is telling the whole NFL, even though we don't have a beer can, but dadgummit,
hold it.
This segment's worse.
Hold it.
And you know what? I normally we save these for quarterbacks, but damn it, you Mitchell Award this week.
Yeah.
Because that is for sure walking butt naked into the end zone, and it hits you in the wrong spot. So the Scott Mitchell Award for this week goes to the very talented Mike Evans.
I agree. No argument on that one.
Have at it, young man.
Yeah.
Have at it. Because I'm just like. Anyways, back to Mr. Saquon Barkley. Giants scored 10 in the fourth quarter to up their mark to 6-1. As Mr. Barkley again. He is your second leading rusher in the National Football League. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
And he is projected to finish with 17 rushing yards on the year. So if you didn't think he was going to return and be an impact player, he said, "No, I'm here and I'm back." A la Wardell. But Smith fled Seattle Seahawks. I don't think anybody had this as a matchup to where you have 6-1 against a team that was not expected to do much.
Yeah.
Currently in first place.
Mm.
And the messed up part about that is my team has an undefeated division record, and they're in tied for last right now, depending on just because the Rams were on a bye week.
Yeah.
And the Cardinals lost, and my team, as you know, got their ass kicked yesterday. So right now it's the Seahawks.
Wow.
In first place. So with that said, of course, the 49er me.
You want the Seahawks to lose.
Of course. But it's I don't go because, as you know, the Giants are one of my 3 teams that has given me playoff fits in my lifetime being a Niner. Them, the Packers, and those dreaded damn Cowboys. But I'm rolling with East Rutherford just because feed Saquon the ball and let that man run.
Okay.
But I think it's going to be I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a very competitive game. I just think it comes down to which quarterback out of the two between Daniel Jones and Geno Smith takes care of the ball and doesn't have a costly turnover, because they're both going to try to keep it safe and conservative.
Yeah.
And I think both teams are going to try to utilize Saquon Barkley and Kenneth Walker III, who, again, me and my brother are not surprised that Kenneth Walker III is having success since becoming the starter replacing Rashad Penny. We're not surprised with it because, like I said, we saw him play for Sparty last year in East Lansing, so we're not surprised one bit that he's having success.
Easy.
But the floor is yours, sir.
I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Giants on this one. It's gonna be good. Geno's gonna be. I don't know what he's drank. If like he went in the Lazarus pit or something, because he didn't. He's doing something that's. I don't know if it's the scheme or whatever, but he's playing good football. So I wouldn't be shocked if it's close. But I think that whatever Brian Dable is telling them young men or the men in that locker room, they're just totally ready to run through brick walls, cement walls, whatever. So, and they're never out the game. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Giants.
Thursday night, Ravens and Buccaneers at the Pirate Ship. Ravens coming up with just getting by win over the Browns. The Buccaneers laying an egg against the Panthers. The world gets to see the talents that is one Lamar Jackson on Thursday night on Prime Video. I think the Buccaneers are in disarray.
Yep.
But if there's a team that has always given Tom Brady fits, it has always been the Baltimore Ravens. Indeed. For whatever reason. They seem to give Brady fits and just push the limit. I'm expecting Lamar Jackson to just ball out. I'm taking the Ravens on Thursday. And we just got some breaking news in here on the Mizzle Dub Show. So the Broncos are adding a running back from my team's practice squad.
Yes.
And who might that be?
You know what? I read that earlier. It was Marlon Mack, I believe.
Squad to I see why. Broncos running back Mike Boone misses about 4 weeks, is going to miss 4 weeks to a high ankle sprain. Oh. There we go. That explains it.
Okay.
And also Mac Jones is questionable, but he is expected to play tonight against the Bears. So we'll see about that.
Interesting.
So far, DJ Metcalf injured his kneecap, so it's not ACL, thank goodness. Mm-hmm. He will not need surgery, so that's even a better thing. So that's good, but he is going to miss some time, but that's good. It's not a very serious injury. Mm-hmm. According to Ian Rappaport and Tom Pellisario, it is a torn ACL for Breece Hall. It just I heard for the young man because he was having a tremendous season.
Yeah.
But anyhow, that's
I'm taking the Ravens. I just think the Buccaneers are too out of disarray. Tom Brady's life is just trickling down on that organization. You can clearly see it. And yeah, they just look lifeless out there.
That was going to be an exciting Sunday night game. May turn into a massacre. It may turn into a lot of cheese going through tables. For Green Bay Packers will be taking a trip to Orchard Park to play the Bills. Now, normally I would be excited for Josh Allen versus Aaron Rodgers, but the Packers need all kinds of help at wide receiver, and the Bills just flowing through everything.
Yeah.
Bills Mafia will be breaking a lot of.
That's easy. I'm rolling with the Mafia. Just there's gonna be Stone Cold Stunners, 3Ds. You know,
Yvonne get the tables.
Yeah, Spears, all kind of. Yeah, it's gonna be pandemonium. So yeah, I'm going with the Bills. Give me the Bills on that one.
Now, since your team has victory and it's Victory Monday, we will do your game last because you got the win. So here we are again. Around this time last year, my team was 3-5, looked lifeless. And who just happened to be appearing on the schedule? Those damn Rams from Inglewood, California.
Go.
So here we are.
Well,
week 3-4. Damn near the same identical thing. Coming off a shellacking at the hands of the comes the Rams again on the schedule for the second time in 4 weeks. I have gone through this ad nauseum. I don't know why. What it is about that horned helmet in blue and yellow that my team just seems to want to get right and want to come to Jesus right now against the Rams. I don't get it. Don't get me wrong. I'll take them beating them 7 consecutive times in the regular season. I'm hoping they can make it to 8. But again, which would be very helpful if you're looking at wild card playoff surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
You already know I'm going to pick. It's just it's just a matter of will you still be able to impose your physical will as you did when you played them on Monday? Because when you played them on Monday night, you didn't have Trent Williams at all.
Nope.
And we're still able to run the ball down their throats. Yeah. You get him back now, which is only going to help Aaron Banks. Now you get a full week of practice with Christian McCaffrey, and I'm pretty sure
he good. By the way, Sunday, who looked good?
He had some good stuff, and Jeff Wilson Jr. ran the ball with power. But
yeah,
as I've been saying, and I've been saying this in 49er groups that I'm in, I said, look, it's on the whole damn team. Yes, Jimmy is who Jimmy is. Yes, Jimmy is going to miss.
Can't throw picks in the red zone, though. Can't throw picks in the red zone.
No, you cannot.
You
cannot throw a pick in the red zone after your special team just got a fumble recovery and you're right there in field goal range.
Yeah.
Like I said, at worst, you either score. Depending on that fundamentally sound defense to do stuff, and it was not a very good day. They forgot how to tackle. Yes. And again, the last 2 weeks against the Falcons, 9 for 14 on 4th down. Yesterday, officially they were 6 of 9, but when it counted, the Chiefs were 6 of 7 on 3rd downs. Jesus. That's with converting a 3rd down 20 on a screen pass. That's even converting a 3rd and 11 and Marquez Valdez-Scantling is wide open. Dang near could have scored. I'm surprised he didn't.
Yeah.
But again, as I said, I expect the Rams to play better. They are coming off a bye week. And Sean McVay wants to get back at Shanahan because I'm pretty sure McVay is tired of Shanahan just owning him in the regular season. Yeah. Even though the one time it really count, the Rams got the win.
Yeah.
I'm expecting a close game, and this will probably be the Robbie Gould walk-off field goal. So, again, you already know who I'm taking. I don't need to say who I'm taking because, the logos in the background.
Well, as I said in our yesterday show, that I wish your team would have played the Chiefs like they play the Rams.
Correct.
So I just believe that until it's proven wrong, I'm just gonna ride with the Niners on that. And it seems like McVay just does not know how to beat Shanahan. And we know it's a divisional game, of course, so that's you already are pumped up for that. But it just seems like that they just see red and they just want to destroy the Rams. So I'm gonna ride with the Niners on this one. Close game, might come down to Robbie Gold or whoever has the ball last. But yeah, give me the Niners on this one.
All right. Well, the Raiders took a trip to the Superdome.
Oh boy,
very entertaining game.
It was fun to watch.
Some balls and go for the win, which was opening day in that magical season of 2016 before Carr got hurt, which Carr showed off his MVP prowess that season.
Yes, indeed.
And the Raiders beat the Saints 35-34. Now, obviously, the Saints team is different. Yes. They normally have a solid defense, but the defense got thrashed last Thursday night by Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. But, of course, Josh Jacobs is coming back to familiar territory. He's back in SEC country in the state of Louisiana.
Yes.
And like I said, let that man run till he can't run no more and mix in the Georgia Bulldog from time to time. Like I said, as I said yesterday, I think these are the next 2 weeks to where the Raiders can get back to 4-4 and fight for a playoff spot. I really do. So break down what you got to do to beat the New Orleans Saints. Now, keep in mind, this is the Saints that might not have Jameis Winston. You might have to deal with Andy Dalton again. So, well, how do the Raiders make it 2 in a row?
Well, let's start with defense. Let's make sure that we keep an eye on that utility weapon that they got over there, because at any point that young man can just be a full force and just take over a game single-handedly. He just did it a couple of weeks ago. So let's keep an eye on him. Let's continue to get the pass rush in there. Of course, the running game was a little slow, but again, they were going up against a bad young man from Florida out of Damon Pierce, so he was going to get his regardless. Contain Alvin Kamara. Really got to contain him. I don't know if they're going to have Michael Thomas Jr. because he was hurt last week.
Correct.
They were missing a few other players. Marshawn Lattimore didn't play, so there's no know if he's going to play. But just get a good pass rush, contain Kamara, and if you get to Dalton, put him down. Now, he's not the mobile quarterback. He'll hang in the pocket and will try to deliver the ball, which he can. Don't get it twisted. He's a TCU Horned Frog, and he has some good years in Cincinnati. So, and he can win. And he won games for Dallas when he was the quarterback.
Correct.
So, for the offense now, like I said yesterday, in the yesterday show, we know what our identity is. Run the ball. Run the ball. It sets up play action. It brings the safeties down, and that's where Devontae Adams gets going. It was good to see Hunter Renfrow get back to Hunter Renfrow himself. I mean, making catches like he's out of his mind, sliding, getting up and just doing what he does.
And not to mention, you may get your tight end back also this upcoming Sunday in one Darren Waller.
Yes. He was out there yesterday pregame. He was running full sprint, so that's a good thing. That means the hamstring is pretty good. So that means he's going to push. We'll see how practice goes. And what can we say about Mac Hollins? I mean, the man is just a football player. I mean, he just goes out there and does it right. He blocks. He's on special teams. I mean, catches touchdowns and just a good football player. So just the pedigree is there. I mean, run Jacobs and we are successful. Fine, and just continue to let Derek Carr use his legs, and the offensive line is coming together. It's starting to get a good rhythm. You can see it because they were bullying the Texans, and the Texans is a good run D. They have not allowed a 100-yard rusher over like that in a few weeks. So beat up a Saints team that is not 100%. I think we're coming in the more healthy team. The defense has to start off fast and continue to play. I mean, the fourth quarter, it was a 21-0 fourth quarter. That's how we turned the game around. Yeah, I got us winning this one. I believe we can win by 10, but I'm not going to count out the Saints, and I want us to really stick it to Dennis Allen because I really don't like him. So, yeah, I got Raiders by 10. Yeah. If they just do the job, and just continue to do what they do, this game should be pretty much in the bag. It ain't no game ever easy, but this should be another get right and feed off yesterday's game.
We have the Battle of Ohio, the Browns and the Bengals.
Oh,
at the Donkman, I believe. And normally when these two get together, it's always competitive. But I think the Bengals have found their stride. I think the Bengals have gotten over the hangover. So, and Joe Burrow's been playing out of his mind the last few weeks.
Hey, Jesus. Somebody, you can't guard him.
No.
Can't guard him. Yeah, I'm riding with the Bengals on this one. Even though I believe the Browns will be in it. Nick Chubb will keep them in it. I got the
he's at the Bengals. So his upset pick is the Texans over the Titans. My upset pick is the Lions over the Dolphins.
Yes.
We shall see if that plays a different week 8 of the NFL.
Yes.
But again, we thank you for watching. Page, just do the search, Mizzle Dub Show. Again, any subject you want us to tackle, any subject you want us to talk about, again, let us know. Give us feedback, if you will. Hopefully you enjoyed tonight's Monday Night Snore, that is between the Bears and the Patriots, and enjoy some NBA action tonight. Warriors off to a 2-1 start, and eventually I think the Sixers will get right, but right now it's not, it's not looking good. And you still got 79 more games to go. So
still early, very early.
Is not lost. So with that said, he is Mizzle. I am Dub. And I have no more juice. But it is 5 o'clock Sunday where the Batman water bottle.
Yes.
And again, if you have not seen Black Adam, go see it. You'll
not be disappointed. Not at all.
Not be disappointed at all.
Yes, sir. Well, all right, good sir. To the next one.
Don't work too hard today.
I'll try not to.
All right.